Hi, my name is Stephen Friedrich. I'm the pastor at Beautiful Savior Lutheran Church in Amarillo, Texas. The congregation where I serve was blessed to be a part of the first round of the Macedonia Project DiscipleLife Clusters. In Corinthians chapter 8, verses 1 through 9, Paul talks about three different congregations. The church in Jerusalem that had significant need. The church in Corinth that needed to step up just a little bit. And also the church in Macedonia that had a faithful and overwhelming response. As we participated in the first round of the Macedonia Project DiscipleLife Clusters, we found out that our congregation is not 100% like any one of these three. Instead, we are like each of them in some pretty significant ways. While Beautiful Savior is not starving like the church in Jerusalem was, we do have great needs. One of our greatest needs is the need for connection with others. Believe it or not, even here in Amarillo, we can feel isolated from the wider church. Here in town, of course, there are other congregations. There are Missouri Synod congregations, Roman Catholic congregations, big non-denominational congregations. But the closest ELCA Lutheran congregation is still several hours away. So in many ways, we still feel isolated, even here in town. In our reflection, we noticed that Beautiful Savior, like the church in Corinth, has great potential. Currently, we are experiencing some good years of faithful ministry, solid finances, and new people who show up. So, in the mix of all of this, there is great potential for us to experiment with reaching out to new communities in faith. There is also huge potential for us to really get to know our neighbors who live just around our building. The congregation of Beautiful Savior is like the church in Macedonia, in that in many ways it is going over and above, especially with the many mission and outreach projects that are rooted in this congregation. This congregation has staffed a Meals on Wheels route for over 30 years. We have a food pantry through which God fed about 2,000 people last year. This congregation builds ramps for people in need every single month. This congregation packs snack packs, which is a weekend food bag to feed 64 kids at a local elementary school every single week. The congregation sews pillows and hats and stockings for the local cancer center and for nursing homes. This congregation is also financially generous in its giving to support God's mission both here in the local congregation and beyond in the wider mission area, as well as through what we call the Helping Hand Fund here at Beautiful Savior. This is a fund that gives support to anyone who shows up on our front door who is in need. Through our participation in the Macedonia Project DiscipleLife Clusters, we were able to reflect on our congregation's disciple life. And we were able to share it with our cluster partners from Trinity Lutheran in Clovis, New Mexico, and Faith Lutheran Church in Spearman, Texas. Your congregation can be a part of the Macedonia Project DiscipleLife Clusters just like we were. You can find more information on our mission area's website at www.ntnl.org. Check out the information there, because at our upcoming mission assembly in Temple, Texas, new clusters will be forming there, and you really don't want to miss this great opportunity. Peace be with you.